I am Dr. Swachla, Scientific Director with Ziva Fertility Centers. Today, let's try to understand the physiology between insulin resistance and what's happening in your body if you have PCOS. Is there a connection between the insulin sensitivity and PCOS? We'll try to understand what's happening exactly in your body. So, we have to go to the cellular level. Cells in your body consume the glucose that you eat by a function that is released by insulin hormone. The insulin hormone is extremely important for glucose to be converted into energy. How is this happening? Insulin is released by the pancreas. Now in PCOS or in insulin resistance, what happens is that the cells do not utilize this insulin to convert glucose into energy. So the insulin builds up in your body. All this built up insulin then gives a pressure on the pancreas to produce more insulin. This is a vicious cycle which is going on. The cells don't consume the insulin and the pancreas again release the insulin. So there's a lot of insulin inside the body and this is called as insulin resistance. Now this increased insulin then acts on your hypothalamus. Look at it as the brain. Hypothalamus is a part of the brain and the hypothalamus and pituitary are very important organs to release hormones that are important for all the body functions. Amongst them are luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. These two hormones are very critical for ovulation, for you to get pregnant. Think of it like that, because eggs grow under the influence of these two hormones, and eventually estrogen, progesterone, inhibin, all these also play a very critical role. But in PCOS women, because of insulin resistance, too much of insulin in the body, the FSH and LH ratio is imbalanced. LH increases, FSH reduces. And in the ovaries, inside the ovaries, these are your ovaries, and inside the ovaries, there is a string of eggs that are growing, but they don't get released. So all these eggs under the influence of FSH and LH grow, but none of them release. That is why in these women, there is a high likelihood of a polycystic, too many cysts inside the ovaries, and there is no ovulation happening. These women do not have regular menstrual cycles. They don't know when they're ovulating. Therefore, pregnancy planning becomes very difficult. They don't know when they're ovulating, so they don't know which is a good time to have intercourse. All these problems are having. In addition to this, the high insulin generates a lot of androgens. Androgens are male hormones like testosterone. So, the high testosterone in the body also gives this polycystic ovarian like repercussions. So this is very, very important that in these PCOS women there is a high androgen level, which is testosterone. So they have hirsutism, too much hair on the body, too much body weight, because the body is not able to convert the glucose which is being consumed. There is a lot of adipose tissue, there is a lot of fat tissue built up in the body. Therefore, weight loss is also difficult for these women. But if they were to cut down on glucose, eat low glycemic index food and bring down their adipose tissue, even a 5 to 10% body weight loss will help in ovulation, will help in reduction of all these effects of androgens and make insulin resistance or sensitivity better and ovulate better, have regular cycles, and fall pregnant easier. It's very important that even medications can help. So medications like metformin also help in bringing down this kind of an effect, and they can lose weight and ovulate better. If you wish to understand more about this, please feel free to contact us. Thank you. A lot of effort has gone into making this video. Please like and subscribe us. Thank you.